some darker reds into the mini, right? Let's add a little bit of our thinner. Oh, I've been experimenting with a different thinner. I have been using this AK Interactive odorless thinner for years now, but I've had a chance to try Holbein's odorless petroleum, and it works pretty much the same. I couldn't really feel the difference. So if you have access to that as a an odorless alternative, I think you can grab that. It's doesn't really have a smell, and it works. To me, it works pretty much the same as the AK Interactive. Here in Japan, I don't have access to that Mona Lisa one that a lot of you guys use. So that's another cool alternative. All right, so putting a lot of pink in there is gonna look weird, but the finished thing should look a lot different. So let's go around and put some of these tones in there. So I looked up Bakeneko a little bit because I do like yokai a lot, Japanese folk tale monsters, but I wasn't, I had heard of one called Bakeneko, which is the name of this miniature, and it's probably what she is inspired to. But I didn't really know what kind of yokai that was. I don't know if you guys know, but it's pretty much a cat. It's pretty much like a regular cat, which I found pretty funny. Uh, it's uh, it's like house cat gone crazy kind of thing. Apparently they have powers similar to the Tanuki, where they can turn into people. They become like big. They can eat their masters. They can make fire flames appear. They can set houses on fire, which is probably why there is this fire in this miniature. And it was very interesting. But also, I read, I don't know if it's true, but I read that one of the inspirations for these monster cats was given from a certain period of time in Japan when they started working on, the textile business, where they started having, the silkworm, and they would start using cats and sort of like revering cats because they were very helpful in keeping the pests away from their silkworms and their workspace. So they started just having more contact with cats. And so whenever a cat was behaving weirdly and creepily, doing weird shit that, like cats love to do, um, that's when they started getting like these legends of like crazy Bakeneko cats. And one of these weird behaviors that they would see in cats was that they would lick lamp oil out of the lamp, and everybody would freak out and be like, oh my god, what is it doing? Especially because they would get up on their hind legs, hence the image of these Bakeneko kind of like dancing on their back legs. And then someone realized that they were using cheap um, fish oil, like fish fat, to make the oil for these lamps. And then they're like, oh, but duh, maybe that's why the cats are licking it. Um, I thought it was really funny, but yeah, cats are weird and creepy. Dogs are better, but this miniature is fun. All right, so I think we got some spots in there. Okay, so what if I use some of this not purple, rose madder just out of the tube, and we start, you know what, I might actually give it a little bit of a sponging. So I think I worked in a lot of paint in there, just a little bit. sponges are the same color as the paint, so I have no idea how much, just a little bit. Okay. But anyway. And this is, oh yeah, look at how pink that is. And speaking of creepy stuff, I think there's someone outside my window. We're on the 3rd floor. Someone is on the roof, I believe, just doing some, they're always fixing something. My work